You remember the weight of ink. It felt heavier than starlight. It felt more permanent than a planet's core. Now you chase the emptiness between the stars. You are the mapmaker who ran from maps. Whispers follow you across the void. They say you abandoned your own charts. They claim you tore up the grand tapestry of space. You let them talk. Their words are just echoes in a vacuum. Your ship is small, a single-seat cockpit. Its console flickers with dying light. You have just enough fuel to reach the edge of everything you once drew, the edge of the galaxy you helped tame. Your hands tremble on the controls. They were once steady. They drew coastlines on gas giants. They plotted safe passage through asteroid fields. Now they only grip this stick, pushing you further away, further from the neat lines and perfect grids. You are running toward the great, beautiful unknown. Every known route feels like a cage. Every constellation feels like a warden's eye. You sold order to the galaxy. You charted the chaotic dances of suns. You promised safety and predictability. And you believed it, for a time. But then you saw what was beneath the ink. You saw the lie holding the stars in place, so you fled. You took nothing but this scout ship. You also took a secret that burns behind your eyes, a secret about the nature of space itself. The charts are not just paper and light. They are more than that. They are a form of control. You are done being controlled. You are done controlling others. Your old life is a ghost ship. It drifts in your memory. You see your grand study, filled with star globes. You smell the old parchment and the ozone of the printers. You hear the respectful quiet of your apprentices. They thought you were a master of truth. You were just a master of convincing lines. Now the only truth is the hum of your engine. The only map is the star smear outside your viewport. People called you a genius, an artist, a visionary. They have other names for you now. Deserter, madman, heretic. You find you prefer these new titles. They feel more honest. You are heading for a place with no name. A sector marked on all official charts as empty. It is a void of pure, unblemished black. But you know better. Nothing is ever truly empty. You are chasing horizons that refuse to be drawn. And for the first time in your life, you feel free. The night sky outside your ship is wrong. It is a canvas of beautiful, terrifying errors. Familiar constellations are twisted. The hunter's belt has 3 new stars. The great twins now face away from each other. It is a quiet mockery of your life's work, a cosmic joke with you as the punchline. Your navigation system sputters in protest. It tries to correct the view. It cross-references with the official star charts. The system flashes a single, blunt message. Anomaly detected. You could have told it that. Anomaly was now your home address. The system was about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. Every star seems to point in one direction. They lead you toward the periphery, a place the charts call the unbeholden reaches. It is a forbidden sector, quarantined centuries ago. Legends say ships that enter never return. They say the laws of physics take a vacation there. You find yourself leaning forward, intrigued. Your old compass, a relic you keep for luck, spins wildly. Its needle no longer seeks a magnetic north. It quivers with a frantic energy. It points toward the same forbidden space. It's as if the universe has a new center, a new point of terrible gravity, and you are accelerating toward it. You switch off the failing navigation system. Its alarms were giving you a headache. You decide to trust the broken sky. You decide to follow the rogue stars. It is the most uncartographer thing you have ever done. It feels like tearing up a script and just saying the words. You pass the husks of ancient vessels, They drift in the dark like bone-white ghosts. They are markers of old expeditions, journeys that tried to map this place and failed. Their hulls are scarred by weapons you do not recognize. Their presence is a silent warning, a warning you have no intention of heeding. The emptiness here feels different. It is not just the absence of matter. It is an active, watchful silence. The void presses against your ship's hull. It whispers promises of things beyond lines and grids. Your broken compass continues to spin, a frantic dance that mirrors your own heartbeat. You are flying blind into the heart of a cosmic error. You are a mapmaker guided by a broken compass. The irony is not lost on you. For the first time, you are not following a path. You are letting the destination find you. And as the rogue constellations burn brighter, you feel it drawing near. You reach the edge of known space. A demarcation line glows faintly in the dark. On one side, the familiar, orderly stars. On the other, a chaotic sea of light. A small fleet of ships appears from the chaos. They are patchwork vessels, built from scrap and hope. They move with a quiet confidence. They do not hail you. They simply match your speed. They flank your small ship. One larger vessel pulls alongside. Its hull is a mosaic of different alloys. It looks like it was built from the spare parts of a dozen different shipyards. Somehow, it holds together. It looks loved. An invitation appears on your screen. Not a demand, an invitation. It offers a docking frequency and coordinates. It is a gesture of trust in a lawless place. You are tired of being alone. You accept the connection. You guide your ship toward the larger vessel's open hangar. The bay doors close behind you. The artificial gravity hums to life. You unlatch your cockpit and take a deep breath. The air smells of ozone, hot metal, and something else. Something organic, like soil after a rain. You step out onto the deck. A group of wanderers waits for you. They are a strange collection of beings. Humans stand beside tall, insectoid creatures. A being made of crystalline energy shimmers near them. They are the star-born, the lost and the free. Their leader steps forward. She is a woman with silver hair and eyes that hold the starfire. Her name is Alara. She greets you not with suspicion, but with a weary smile. She knows who you are. The deserter cartographer, the man who ran from his own truth. She tells you her people are the same. They are all running from something. They are all seeking a place that cannot be charted. They offer you refuge, a place in their wandering fleet. They promise safety from the forces that hunt you. But their offer comes with a condition. You must abandon the maps you once treasured. You must destroy every chart, every grid, every line you ever drew. Not just the physical copies. You must erase them from your mind. This is their one rule. To live with them, you must embrace the unknown. You must trust the journey, not the destination. You look at your old, worn star chart, the one you kept out of habit. It feels cold and dead in your hands. You look at the hopeful faces around you. They offer a future. The map only offers a past. You let it fall from your fingers. Alara leads you deeper into their flagship. The vessel is a labyrinth of welded corridors. Wires and pipes run along the ceilings like metal vines. The ship feels alive, a breathing, groaning creature. The crew members you pass nod in greeting. They are a community of outcasts, a family of runaways. She shows you to their central chamber. It is a vast, open space. A star projector in the middle displays the rogue constellations. The wanderers gather here. They study the shifting patterns. They do not try to map them. They try to understand their rhythm, their song. You realize they navigate by intuition, They follow the pull of the cosmos. It is a form of star science you never considered. It is based on feeling, not measurement. You watch as a young pilot closes his eyes. He traces the flow of a star current with his hands. He is not reading a map. He is having a conversation. Ilara explains their philosophy. The universe is not a static object to be charted. It is a living, breathing entity. To draw a map is to kill it. It freezes a single moment in time. It ignores the constant, beautiful flux. They call the official charts the silent lies. They believe the maps are a cage for reality. You spend days with them. You learn their ways. You share stories of the ordered worlds you left behind. They listen with a mixture of pity and wonder. They cannot imagine a life bound by straight lines. They teach you to feel the hum of your ship, to listen to the whispers of the void, to trust the journey. One day, Ilara takes you aside. She says they have something to show you, something that might explain the chaos you fled. She says it is time for you to see the archive. They are taking you to a place of great power, a place where the universe's secrets are kept, a place that holds the very first maps and the very last. Their fleet arrives at a dead moon. It is a pockmarked sphere of gray rock. It has no atmosphere, no signs of life. The rebels call it the Witness. It has orbited a collapsed star for billions of years. It has seen empires rise and fall. It holds its silence like a vow. You fly down to the surface in a small shuttle. The moon's gravity is unnaturally dense. It presses down on you, a physical weight. Ilara guides the shuttle into a deep chasm, a fissure that runs to the moon's very core. The rock walls are etched with strange, geometric patterns. They are not natural formations. The chasm opens into a vast, cavernous space. The air here is ancient and still. A faint blue light emanates from glowing crystals. In the center of the cavern stands a structure. It is a library of impossible scale. Shelves stretch up into the darkness. They are carved from the moon's own obsidian rock. This is the silent archive. It contains no books, no scrolls. The shelves are filled with crystalline codices. Each one is a dark, multifaceted prism. They seem to absorb the light around them. They pulse with a quiet, restless energy. This is a library of unspoken roots, a collection of thoughts, not words. Ilara leads you to a central dais. She gestures to the codices. She explains that each one contains a path, a journey taken by a being long ago. These are not maps of space, but of experience. They chart emotional landscapes. They trace the flow of ideas across galaxies. They map the evolution of entire species. You reach out to touch one. The crystal is cool against your fingertips. As you make contact, your mind floods with images. You see a civilization of light beings. You witness their birth in a stellar nursery. You feel their joy as they learn to traverse the void. You experience their sorrow as their star finally dies. It is overwhelming. You pull your hand back. The experience was more real than a memory. You did not just see it, you lived it. You understand now. These are not just records. They are living histories. They hold the echoes of forgotten travelers. You wonder if this library has a very strict late fee policy. It probably involves being turned into a memory crystal. You explore the archive for what feels like years. You learn of races that swam through nebula clouds. You learn of beings who navigated by sound. You find routes that lead through dimensions you never knew existed. Your entire understanding of star science expands. Your old maps seem like children's drawings in comparison. You find a section deep in the archive. It is darker than the rest. The codices here are cracked and faded, They pulse with a weak, painful light. Alara tells you this is the section of lost paths. These are the routes that were destroyed, the journeys that were erased from existence. You feel a familiar chill. This is what you ran from. You find a single, empty pedestal. Dust covers its surface. A small inscription is carved into its base. It is in a language you somehow understand, the language of lines and angles. It says the pedestal once held the master chart, the first map ever made, the one that gave order to the chaos, the one that started the silent lies. It has been missing for an eon, and its absence is a wound in the heart of the cosmos. You are standing before the shelf of broken roots. The air grows cold. A deep hum vibrates through the stone floor. It is a sound older than stars. The glowing crystals in the cavern flicker. Shadows dance between the tall shelves. The rebels look around, uneasy. This is something new, something wrong. A voice echoes through the chamber. It does not come from a single source. It speaks from the void itself. It cracks through the silence like grinding stone. The voice is ancient, and it is afraid. It trembles with a sorrow that has lasted for ages. It is the voice of the Elder Ones, a consciousness that predates the galaxy. The voice speaks in a language of pure concept. It bypasses your ears and forms directly in your mind. It warns of a doom, a presence that consumes reality. It calls it the Unmaker, a force that does not just destroy, it erases. It feeds on order. It devours maps. It is drawn to the certainty of a plotted course. Your blood runs cold. The doom it describes, it is the same terror you felt, the reason you fled your life's work. You looked at your perfect galaxy-spanning chart one day, and you saw a flaw, a tiny patch of emptiness that was not supposed to be there. A route had vanished overnight. Not just the data, the stars themselves were gone. The Elder Ones confirm your fear. They say the maps are not just representations, they are anchors. They hold reality in a fixed pattern. But this pattern makes reality brittle. It makes it a target. The Unmaker hunts these patterns. It follows the lines on a chart like a predator. It eats the path and the destination. The rebels listen in horrified silence. Their belief was that maps were a philosophical prison. The truth is far more dangerous. The maps are bait. Every ship that follows a charted course strengthens the anchor. It makes the signal brighter for the thing that hunts. Their rebellion was not just about freedom. It was about survival. The voice of the Elder Ones weakens. It says it has been fighting the Unmaker for eons. It has been trying to break the charts, to create chaos as a defense. The rogue constellations you saw, that was its work. A desperate attempt to hide the galaxy, to smudge the ink before the page could be eaten. It needed a Mapmaker to help. It needed you. A new codex illuminates on a nearby shelf. It was dark just moments before. This one shines with a brilliant silver light. You feel a pull toward it. The Elder Ones tell you it is for you. A key, a clue. It holds the location of a fractured pathway, a road to the source of the decay, a path to the doom that devours all maps. The voice fades. A final, whispered thought touches your mind. It is a plea, a warning. The Unmaker is aware of you now. It knows a cartographer has broken the pattern. It is coming for you. The silence that returns to the archive is heavier than before. It is no longer peaceful. It is the silence of something being watched. Alara places a hand on your shoulder. Her face is grim. Your little rebellion just got a whole lot bigger.